Welcome back to Race Mountain Speedway for the final race in the Halloween Elimination Tournament.
Whoa, what's happening on the track?
What started off as a zombie flash mob has gotten a little out of control here.
Tell me about it.
The track officials are working on rounding them all back up, so we should be good to race soon.
Did the zombies bring their own DJ?
It appears that is the case. But enough about the living dead, let's talk about the last 6 remaining drivers in this tournament.
In the pole position, we've got TJ Earnshaw driving in Audacious for the League of Speed. He set the tournament track time record of 4.182 seconds. Not to mention he won every single lap in his heat.
If there's one driver to look out for, it's TJ Earnshaw. The League of Speed sent in a fast car and they do not plan on losing.
Next to him in second is Race Off Jayasingh driving the Chevy Stalker. This Halloween car was sponsored by Big Poppy Racing.
He didn't have as dominant of a first round heat as TJ Earnshaw, but Race Off has been getting a consistent sub 5 second lap time on the track.
In the second row, we have SN Fried M driving the Gold Bone Shaker for 3D Botmaker Racing.
That's the Larry Wood 50th anniversary edition right there.
It's one of my favorites, and I really love the gold paint job.
Next to him in fourth is Nani driving in the Croc Rod. That car is sponsored by Mr. RSX.
This one was a surprise for me. I did not expect to see any of these creature cars make it into the finals, but here it is.
He caught a lucky break when the Caddy Hearse wrecked on that final lap. And speaking of the Cadillac Hearse, Annabelle Babylonia is back from the dead, driving for 3D Botmaker Racing.
I've been cheering for this one since the beginning. Annabelle Babylonia is the #1 seed in this tournament, setting the fastest qualifying time.
That's right, 4.569 seconds. He's definitely a contender if he can keep his car on all 4 tires.
And last up is probably the scariest car in this tournament, Joshua Johnson driving in the Tune-Up.
The Tune-Up was sponsored by Mr. RSX. He made it all the way to the last elimination lap in his heat before losing to the Golden Bone Shaker.
That was a very good race, a lot of good back and forth action.
Here's a look at the finalists in the Halloween Elimination Tournament contest. 27 subscribers voted for Audacious, 7 for the Chevy Stalker, 17 for the Bone Shaker, 4 voted for the Croc Rod, 14 for the Cadillac Hearse, and 4 for Tune-Up. If your car wins today's race, you'll have a chance to be a driver in the next tournament.
How do people join that contest?
At the beginning of each tournament, we post a video with instructions on how to join the contest, so keep a lookout for that video at the beginning of the next tournament.
And here we go with the start of the final race in the Halloween Elimination Tournament. TJ Earnshaw way out ahead of everyone else.
It looks like we might see what happened in the first round. TJ Earnshaw completely dominating the race. So far, he hasn't lost a single lap.
Annabelle Babylonia and the Cadillac Hearse gets rear-ended by Race Off Jayasingh. And it looks like Nani and Joshua Johnson will be in last place starting the second lap. That's not where you want to be.
That's right, this is the first elimination lap. The last place driver will be eliminated. We've got TJ and SN Fried M in the front row. Annabelle Babylonia pulls up into second.
TJ's got a big lead. It's a close race for second.
Annabelle and SN Fried M side by side as they pass the finish line. I'm not quite sure who came in last place.
Yeah, I was distracted by that race for second. We've got some good tight racing here in the finals.
Let's take a look at the replay. TJ Earnshaw in a league of his own. The Bone Shaker just beats out the Cadillac Hearse, and it's going to be Race Off Jayasingh in last place.
Wow, I did not expect to see the Chevy Stalker out of this already.
I didn't see that coming either.
Eliminated.
Once again, this is the scariest tournament of the season. At any moment in the race, your car can be eliminated.
I think Joshua Johnson must be a little nervous back there in last, but look at that.
Annabelle Babylonia has flipped the Cadillac Hearse over again. He's out of the race. And Joshua Johnson moves from 5th place all the way up to 2nd.
We've said it once, we'll say it again. Anything can happen on Race Mountain Speedway.
A tough break for Annabelle Babylonia, the #1 seed in this tournament, out for the second time due to a wreck.
Right there you can see he hits the top wall coming out of that turn. That's going to be bad news each and every time.
Nani was trailing in the Croc Rod and would have been eliminated, but stays in it due to that wreck.
Oh man, I hate to see that Caddy Hearse eliminated again. Eliminated. Ha 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 ha.
4 drivers left, TJ Earnshaw, Joshua Johnson in the front row, SN Fried M and Nani in the rear. So far, no one is coming close to passing up TJ Earnshaw.
That Audacious is just so fast. Those FTE wheels really making a difference here in this race.
TJ Earnshaw definitely the lead singer here. Everyone else is just like a backup dancer.
Speaking of the back, Nani is all the way in the back of this lap, which means it's going to be the end of the road for the Croc Rod.
An impressive run for Nani. I'm surprised the Croc Rod made it this far in the tournament.
Eliminated.
We are down to the final 3. TJ Earnshaw, SN Fried M in the front. Joshua Johnson dangerously back there in last place.
He pulls ahead as the Bone Shaker loses control.
That might be it for SN Fried M. TJ Earnshaw. Whoa!
Oh my goodness!
The humanity!
Joshua Johnson causes that wrecked Audacious to go airborne.
Talk about kicking a man when he's down.
I'm telling you, there's something evil about that tune-up car. I don't know if it's some ancient Egyptian mummy curse, but that thing gives me the creeps.
I think it may have given TJ Earnshaw a concussion. SN Fried M is still on his wheels, so he will continue into the last lap. Let's take another look at that wreck. TJ Earnshaw hits the inside wall, which sends him into the turn at a bad angle.
Man, what an upset. TJ Earnshaw clearly the fastest car in this race. But as we all know, being the fastest on this track doesn't always equal winning.
Especially not in the Halloween Elimination Tournament. There's no word on TJ Earnshaw's condition since we don't have a medical crew.
Really?
Yeah, they're all out trick-or-treating.
Well, we know there's one truck driver who hasn't taken a night off. Eliminated.
And here we are with a rematch from round 1. Joshua Johnson versus SN Fried M.
I have a feeling Joshua Johnson doesn't like losing.
Winner of this race will get the final spot in the 2019 championship race.
They're side to side going into the first turn.
SN Fried M pulls ahead in the Bone Shaker.
Joshua Johnson is closing the gap around the turn.
He's right on his tail, but it is not enough to catch up to SN Fried M, your Halloween Elimination Tournament champion.
Wow, what a final race there. Both of those two going head-to-head, a really tight race into that first turn, but you can see right here, even though Joshua Johnson had the inside lane advantage, SN Fried M was able to gain on him coming out of that turn. Right here he slows down a little, and Joshua Johnson tries to find an opening, but he gets boxed out by the Bone Shaker.
What a great ending to this tournament. Intense racing right down to the finish line, and the zombies are back out to congratulate our champion.
SN Fried M driving for 3D Botmaker Racing. I believe that's their second driver to make it into the 2019 championship race.
And here's a look at the final results for the Halloween Elimination Tournament contest. A big congratulations to the 17 of you who picked the Bone Shaker and the 4 who picked the Tomb Up. Each of you will be a driver in the next tournament. A big thank you to everyone who's joined us in this exciting tournament, and of course to my co-host, 2D.
The pleasure was all mine. We've got to do this again.
Absolutely. You've been watching the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League,
The home of Diecast Sports Action Racing.
I'm 3D Botmaker,
And I'm 2D.
and we'll see you on the track.